Snipers here, back for another update. Let's take a look here at BTC and XRP. We'll also touch on Total 3 ES. There is two scenarios that I want to make you aware of just so you're prepared for both of them. I want to start this video off by saying don't be swayed too much on one side of the bet when you're investing in the market. Always have a hedge so you're good, so you can sleep peacefully, number one, and number two, so you're not all in on one bias. Okay, I just want to point that out there. We're at a time in the market where where bulls and bears are having a tug of war between each other. So during these times in the markets, when there's a lot of uncertainty, there could be during those times, you don't want to be too invested into one bias, whether that be bull or bear. Okay, so now in today's video, I'm going to be showing you BTC. And just like I said in yesterday's video, I don't want to see the price lose 106,857 and 107,907. In the case that we lose that, then it's likely the wave 5 will come down to around 100,201, and it will be a full-on breakdown, right? And then this range will turn into a distribution range. It'll be confirmed. Okay, it'll be confirmed if price goes below these two levels and then comes down to 100,201. Now, I did a little bit more of a deep dive into the order books here, and there is still liquidity resting over here at around the 116.5 area to 117 area, just around the breakdown area, just around where Bitcoin broke down violently from, right around the 9-day moving average. Okay, so right around here, there is still a lot of liquidity left behind, so there is the potential that we can come back up to take that liquidity, but I want to make you aware of the possibility that we break down below these two levels violently and then come down to the 50% fib at 100,201. The bullish case is that this ABC correction is complete, we end up forming a higher low, and we come back to that 9-day moving average, right where that liquidity lays at, okay? The bearish scenario is that the 2-week time frame, we end up losing this 200-day moving average on the 2-week time frame. 2-week time frame closes in 10 days and 6 hours, okay? And we end up having a C wave back down to these highs to back test it as support. You see, we didn't really back test these highs yet. We came close to it, but we never back tested it. Not saying we have to, but I'm just pointing out the potential, okay? 2-week time frame closes in 10 days and 6 hours. But by the time the 2-week time frame closes below that 200-day, and you want to make a decision from then, you'll already be too late to the party. Okay, so that's why I'm putting this video out, just to show you the potential of this decline and maybe even an extended bull market. So instead of coming down so violently in a sense where we actually break below the 2021 highs, what if we just come down to back test it, right? You had a little bit of a back test here, but what if this is just a flat pattern, a 3 down in your A, 3 up in your B, and then a 5 down in your C? Look at the last 2-week candle that formed here, right? This is a long-legged doji. Now, a long-legged doji signals indecision. The open of this 2-week candle, the high of this 2-week candle rejected off of those major daily moving averages. The only major daily moving average that were above is that 200-day moving average at 107,403. Okay, so just pointing this possibility out. We're also going to take a look here at Total 3 ES. Now, there's two scenarios here on Total 3. The first scenario is that we end up filling in this wick on the 3-day time frame. Over here, this would be your selling climax. You then have your automatic rally to the upside, your secondary test, your fail break, secondary test in phase B coming back down to this trendline support, this long-term trendline support, and then having a V-shaped recovery out of here right back to this long-term resistance that we used not only in 2021, but at the end of 2024, okay? So there's this scenario, okay? But then there's also this scenario where this move up here on altcoins, it just ended up being a B wave, right? An A, B, C, D, E, or an A, B, C up. Okay, so I'm just putting out two scenarios here. I gave you both scenarios for Bitcoin, both scenarios for Total 3. I want you guys to be prepared either way, okay? So if either scenario happens, you'll be able to sleep at night knowing that you're not too swayed on one side of the market, okay? The scenario here, now I'm going to take a look here at XRP. This is XRP, okay? This is the chart that I presented to you not too long ago. This was our ABC correction complete. This was our Wyckoff reaccumulation. And we should grind out here at the lows before having a recovery up to a new all-time high, okay? Now, something that would confirm this is for us to see a move back up to around the breakdown area, okay? Right around 270, 275, 277 area. I want to see price come back up here, okay? Because, there's, bear markets, they start when everyone's a buyer. And right now, not everyone is a buyer, right? So we do have some conflicting data. However, at the same time, right, not everyone will see a top come in. And most people will be wrong-footed. The reason I'm bringing this up is because if I want you guys to be prepared both ways, right? Whether we come down for an elongated correction or we end up recovering here at the lows, consolidating, and then having eventually the V shape back up to new all-time highs, sitting north of $10, okay? The second scenario is this scenario right here. Okay, we end up actually losing $1.83. If we end up coming back to $1.83, then it's very likely we're going to pierce right below this wedge. We're going to pierce right below this wedge and come right to the 61.8% fib at 91 cents. It's unlikely in this scenario that if XRP comes down here, 91 cent will be the bottom. It'll actually go much further down, maybe to around 80 to 60 cent area, if it does this scenario, if we end up coming back to $1.83, okay? So the reason I'm making this video, I didn't have to make this video, but I'm making this video because I care and because I want you guys to be prepared both ways, okay? So it was just a very quick video. Just wanted to let you guys know both of the scenarios so you're prepared either way. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Peace out. Take it easy. See you in the next one.